Yeah, yeah. I've just completely fallen in love with that game. Yeah, I've put too many hours into it, but yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, how are you finding it? Because I played Odyssey not that long ago and really enjoyed it, and have been sort of like thinking maybe when I'm finished with Hades, Valhalla might be like my next game. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, amazing. Yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Oh. Yeah. I need a bit more direction. Cool. Good. Good recommendation.
Hello and welcome to another Wednesday evening Calypso live stream with me, Patrick, and I'm not alone this evening. First of all, I have a very huge pimple here. Uh, and I have some makeup, but it's upstairs, and the other one, which is much more important, you may could hear him laughing, is Christian from Casino Games. Hi, Christian. How are you?
Hi, Patrick. I'm well, thanks. I've got to say, like, I absolutely love your glasses.
Yeah, they're amazing, right? So
Yeah.
it can change colors and modes. I think that's too much. That red is not. So this is amazing. It's I bought it by myself. I saw it on a YouTube channel from, oh yes, I can say it. It's called, this guy's called Manny Ortiz.
Yeah.
He's a stills photographer, and he's so creative. And he had a video about doing. He shot some cyberpunk style photos, portraits of his wife, and he bought a beamer that he could put not directly in front of the wall, so he could put it elsewhere and adjust it. It's awesome. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
plain on the wall, although it is, I think, 45 degrees in another direction. And this was, he used that as for the background, and his wife had these glasses, and I thought, well, amazing! I need these glasses for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need these glasses for yeah, for our space base streams,
Mhm.
and very important for all the nice glass. Yes, thank you in the chat. Uh, um, very important for our German viewers. There are a couple that are questioning me all the time. Well, can we do some German content? And I'm always answering them that we are an international company, and so we're trying to reach as many persons as possible.
Yeah.
But next Wednesday, we will have a German stream. We will have Space Base Startopia stream, and I hope I will also have a nice guest from Realmforge itself, the developers of Space Base Startopia.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's just for a little bit forecast for next week. There will be a German stream, but today we will have business not as usual, because we have a casino game, Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. Yeah, we'll play it on the Xbox One. And yeah, Christian, what can you tell the people that don't have a clue about this game? What's the game style of it?
So it's a kind of it's focusing on like turn-based action, turn-based combat. You'll be playing across a number of different styles of map. So whether it's the combat map, where the action will be taking place, like a world overview map, or sort of like choosing missions within your sort of like home base or home ship, as it were. And it's set in the obviously the Warhammer universe. And I know that obviously there's a huge community for that, which is fantastic. But obviously, if you're new to that, it's like this huge world of like lore and knowledge and factions and characters to jump into. So it can be both exciting and sometimes intimidating with all those sort of different factions. But Mechanicus takes place around two different factions, like the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Necrons. You're kindly demonstrating the cover art.
Yes, but I have a green screen in my bag, and so it is very translucent now. It looks like a very special edition of
Like
of this game, but
it's all very suitable to the setting. Yeah,
yes, but it's the usual green box, but it's very, very funny. So I wish I could have such a special edition like this. Yes, it's available on Xbox One and for sure on PC.
Yeah, PC, PlayStation, and Switch.
And the Nintendo Switch. I have it on. I also have it on the Nintendo Switch. Haven't played it. I only played it on the Xbox One now, and I must say I'm definitely not into the universe of the Warhammer 40k. Via what was the name? Meloen, nice chair. Yes, it's a Recaro chair. Thanks to them, I have a comfortable seat during my streams. Yes, I'm not so into that universe, but I must say I found the entry in that game. It was not like I was missing something, in first place. So for sure, if I would know a lot more about the lore, then there are definitely some hints in there. But I think it's not a problem. I think buying that game and maybe let this one be your first step into that universe.
For sure. Yeah, I think one of the good things about it is because it's so large and because you can almost create anything you want to within that universe. It's almost like its own contained story within the lore. So new players to that universe will be able to pick up all that information as they go along.
Yes, and there are so many Warhammer 40k games out there.
Yeah, sure.
I've played a few. Oh, Der Siegwart is here. He likes my glasses too.
I think that's going to be the star of the stream somehow.
Yes, I augmented myself for this stream. Yes, there are so many games for the Warhammer in the Warhammer universe. I've read that there was an official writer who wrote the screenplay for this game. I think that is very important for something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a guy called Ben Counter, who's like an author from. They call it like their Black Library books. There's hundreds and hundreds of books like published in like this world, and he's written quite a few of the really good ones from a period of time in that world called the Horus Heresy. So to be able to get him on board and involved with the writing was great. Yeah,
that's really cool. But I think it's necessary because of such an universe, and
yeah, absolutely.
So everything it started with Warhammer 40k as tabletop.
Yeah,
I was in some comic book stores, and in the cellar there were the people. They're sitting there building their whole world and painting the figures. And that was last week. We had a stream. We played Tropico, and we talked about some model railways, electric railways, and that you need a lot of space to create that. And I think the same with a true Warhammer a battlefield. I think.
Yeah.
Handcrafted.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they've done different versions recently where you can have sort of like smaller games, but it's definitely the most fun when you can sort of like have your full table set out in front of you and be with your mates, which obviously we can't do at the moment, but hopefully playing these computer games is a good alternative.
So you are playing Warhammer 40k tabletop?
Yeah, when I have the free time, I definitely collect some of the models. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't get enough of the world, and yeah, you could say I'm a bit addicted. Sure.
Cool. So I think that the figures are a little too small. I don't think I have
I'm
the
not very
patience.
good. I'm not very good at painting. I try. I
Yeah,
try. It's yeah, very fiddly.
very fiddly. So for me, this works really nice, and the mechanics of this game, it feels a little bit like such a game. I have some rooms here. Here you can see my crew, very translucent, and this is some sort of yeah, a tabletop field. You have these rooms, and you don't know what's inside of them.
Yeah. So it sort of adds like a bit more tension and danger to the player experience. So you'll have your combat, but before that, it's almost like you've got these narrative choices as you're working your way through like the Necron tombs. You'll be confronted with, you know, like different events, difficult decisions. So you kind of have to like explore that world, but do it in like a kind of hasty manner because there's always that pressure of like the tomb slowly waking up around you.
Mm. Okay, we have conversation. There are some characters, like
Yeah, so
Faustus.
you are in charge of like the Adeptus Mechanicus, and you have like a number of advisors, and each one of them can offer you missions as you're going through the game, and it's up to you to choose which mission you want to do. Like they'll come with different rewards, different challenges. But I love like the voice effects on them, and I think yeah, even the character portraits it kind of feels very metal when you
Yes,
look.
for me that voice sounds really intimidating. So I think the only character you can understand who speaks in English is that Necron
Yeah,
leader, those Necron leaders, and they are talking in a special language, and maybe you guys can hear that. Um, they're talking. It's really intimidating, but for me, these guys are humans that augmented themselves to the max.
yeah,
Is that?
absolutely. They kind of believe that like the flesh is weak and like the machine is like the ideal. So they do everything they can to become, you know, closer to that like ideal vision of themselves, which means they end up looking really, really ugly.
Yeah, that's right. But also, they are they're hunting everything which is not human. Is
Yeah,
that?
so in the universe of like Warhammer, you know, humanity, which is called the Imperium in the world, is sort of very against any sort of Xenos, aliens, things they don't understand. So it's kind of like their mission to, or their belief that they have to hunt them down. And with the Mechanicus faction, like they're constantly searching for, you know, lost technology or technology from their enemies. So
Mhm.
you know, any sniff of like information they get about that, they'll jump straight to it. So there's no real goodies or baddies. You know, it's
Yes,
everybody's very grey.
yeah, that was my next question. It's not like Star Wars where you have your hero fraction and the opposite fraction. Is like everyone seems to be disgusting in his own way.
Yeah, absolutely. Like even the Mechanicus, like some of the stuff that they get up to is awful. So it's good to have that depth.
Maybe, do you think that could be a reason why we haven't seen any movie of it yet?
I
Or
don't. Yeah, maybe. You know, I think that it seems to be that like obviously recently there's just been that turn of kind of like it's gone from the tabletop. We're seeing all those computer games now, like, and now we're starting to see like animations come out, like both made by fans on YouTube and also released by Games Workshop. So it feels like a matter of time. But I agree in that like I don't know. Obviously, it's got a great community, but like in terms of the wider audience, it's a dark future, like it's a dark reality. So
mm.
yeah, very very different to sort of like Luke Skywalker and the Jedi.
So I think before we start playing, just a few things. We saw that movie Blade Runner 20 49. I think that was the right number.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The second Blade Runner, which is my favorite. Oh, I got some from Tolix 83. Bethesda is streaming in German language, and we're doing English streams. Yes, you're right, but we will change that next week, next Wednesday, same time, same place. We'll have our first German stream, and the plan is to increase the content, but we started this Calypso Live channel in November, and we have to check out what we can do content wise, especially in these times, because I wanted to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but there is no one here in the office. Everyone is working at home. Lindsay Diaz, hello. Perfect. Oh, you understood that. Ja, also just a few sentences in German. Also nächste Woche, Mittwoch, 19 Uhr, gibt es einen deutschen Stream. Und ja, wir werden jeden Mittwoch, also der letzte Mittwoch im Monat, wird immer ein deutscher Stream sein. Und wir versuchen das natürlich noch auszubauen. Vielleicht haben wir dann einen deutschen, einen englischen Stream. So that was me talking German.
It's a multilingual offer at Calypso. That's what we provide.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Tolix 83. Ja, bitte sehr. Ja. Ich hoffe, dass du auch nächste Woche dann dabei bist. Würde mich freuen auf jeden Fall. Okay. Yeah, there are some German people, because a lot of people know that we are a German publisher and they expect some German content. But
Yeah, sure.
yes, I always tell the people we're an international company and most of the people in the world understand English. Oh, my friend Nochny. Hello, everyone. How are you? This is the guy from Poland. I told you, Christian. Nochny
cool.
is in the chat now.
Dzień dobry. There you go.
Oh, a native speaker. Okay, we were talking about Blade Runner, and Blade Runner is also very dark and very depressive and all that stuff, and all the critics loved it, but it was not that big effort on the box office. And I think Warhammer 40k is maybe, my feeling is 2, maybe 3 levels on top of that.
Yeah. It's just so gritty and just so much like fighting and war, and obviously there's like all the politics and stuff that go on behind it. But I think, if it was a 3-hour film of intense battle scenes, that maybe it wouldn't have as good a reach. Yeah.
Yes,
Just imagine Harrison Ford in like full like metallic plate armor, like going around with lasers. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome, but it's also very risky because you have to plan that out for more than one movie.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Okay, maybe that is one reason. So I have chosen this room, but there is another room with this glyph. What does this green one, what does that mean for me if I would pick that room?
Yeah, so you have options, like the one with the exclamation mark is like an event that will have like choices associated with it. The glyphs are kind of like the Necron language, and when you enter these rooms, you'll have an option whether you want to sort of interface with the Necron technology, and it's sort of like a risk and a reward. Like sometimes it can boost your troops or your tech priests, or sometimes it can damage them. So it's like a kind of like, do you want to gamble?
I understand. I will go the safe way for now.
Sure.
I've played a couple of missions and upgraded a few of my guys, but I don't know if I did it right. So the concept behind today's show is Christian will follow me, looking how far I went in that game, and then after that, if I miss or not, we can check out what did I wrong in updating characters and so on. So okay, let's move to this room. Oh, Nochni is happy because it's Wednesday and Calypso live. Yes, me too, because I always told you guys this is almost my only chance to have social contact at the moment. I haven't seen my best friend for months now.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have something which is really tabletop-like. We are in a room, and now we're getting... we can see what's inside of that room. The cohort enters a chamber with several sculptures arranged on shelving around the walls. They appear to be replicas of the trapezoidal artifact rendered in various materials. Now I can choose a search. Wait, you have friends in the chat.
Yeah, I saw that message.
Yeah.
Lovely community, right?
Yes, it's a very lovely community. Yeah. It's great to be here every Wednesday, and it's like having Val of Space-Based Utopia with me. She's always ranting. Okay, search. Check the room for traps or hidden caches. Survey. Briefly examine several of the replicas. Scrutinies. Take one replica and examine it closely. Oh, Timo is also here. Amazing, amazing. Okay, now I can choose. What would I do if I were in such a room? I think I would briefly examine several of the replicas. Okay, let's do that. And now, Skevola speculations. Replicas represent family of artifacts. Not
I'm really enjoying your tech priest voice. Could we hear more of that, please?
Oh, and that's sometimes I'm working as a professional speaker for some stuff.
Yeah.
But those are no big jobs, just small clips. But it's okay. It's a lot of fun. But I wished I could work on something. Audiobook or audio short stories or something like that, because I love transforming my voice. I'm doing it all the time when I'm reading books with my daughters. I'm always transforming my voice for each character. And sometimes I'm talking like this, and because I'm a stupid guy or so, and then different voices, and that's always really funny for them. So just checking out some of the... Okay. Yes, replicas represent... So, plus 3... what is the name of that? This points...
Cognition points.
Cognition points,
yeah.
Yes.
Kind of like the unique mechanic of Mechanicus, in that, like, you need cognition points to be able to sort of like carry out actions, whether it's like firing weapons or having extra movement on the map. So that's a key part of like trying to sort of get the upper hand in your battles. And it's done almost as if, like, you know, the tech priests are finding out extra knowledge, which will give them that sort of like added bonus.
Okay. Yes, so it's very important later in the fights. Because sometimes if I have a range attack and then I have enough cognition points, I could also walk over through him and throw a melee attack on him as well. Okay, now we are in that glyph thing, so let's try that out. Hit Y. Okay. A single port designed for a Necron Canoptech creature extrudes from the device. Okay. And so now
you have an option, and I'm not going to help you because you can figure out which glyphs are good and which are bad, but you have to pick one, and who knows what will happen.
Okay. They're all like my glasses. A link to their glasses. I got it from a very popular online store, maybe the most popular online store, and just type in cyberpunk glasses. That's it. I think it's 16 euros. It's
worth it. Worth it for that fashion.
yes, for that fashion. It's worth it, but it's also it's a toy. I think my wife checked me out like this. What is that? How old are you? Okay, and now I have to. Which glyph do I like most? I think the top one. Okay, confirm that. Yes, that is good.
Yeah,
Because
now you got some more of like the Blackstone, which is kind of like the resource you use for upgrades when you're outside of battles.
that's right. I have less of that because I just upgraded my 2 tech priests. One souls. I've already ordered a pair for work meetings. Dang, I should have sent it you an affiliate link for this glasses. Dang, next time on next Wednesday there will be a link which will be an affiliate link.
Sponsorship.
Yeah. There. Made that mistake. Always making money, draining money out of everything. Okay, confirm. So now we can head further. We can move to this spot here. I think that's gonna be interesting. Is this one designed? Does it mean that it's necessarily a fight?
Yes, that's where your objectives are, and also that's where you're going to have your fights.
Yes.
Sort of like orange diamonds. Yeah.
Okay. Then, warning: our presence has been detected.
I'm loving the voiceover. That's got to stay.
Oh dang! What I forgot. The people all, but no one tells. No one told me I'm in. You can see me large and not the game.
I thought,
But you didn't realize it too. So every time. So now, how does that look? Say this is a really nice game, and okay, no, let's get to the.
yeah, they were enjoying the glasses.
Yes.
Fine.
Oh man, that never happened before. So here I can set up these guys. I'll put him in that spot and start battle. I have some minions with me. But
yeah, so you have like your tech priests, and also you can bring across like your sort of troops.
Yeah,
but it costs like some of those cognition points to be able to deploy them.
that's right. So I think there is one guy. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, you gotta be cautious.
Yeah, that's right. He definitely will attack me. Both doesn't matter where I'm moving. Let's head to this spot and fire at him. Okay. This is my. Oh, so it was okay.
Yeah, that's good.
What I really like are the controllings via the controller. Because usually these games are made for
PC, yeah.
PC players, and for a lot of people maybe this is an obstacle to say, well, it's nice, but not for the console. No, it's not a problem. It's actually pretty good to control that game.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sometimes it's really hard to sort of port, strategy games across. But this one's sort of like, because it's almost a hybrid, it almost has that ease to it.
Lindsay D is I'm tempted to buy the glasses too. Yes, and you can switch the colors and the modes. It's awesome. That's awesome.
I think in your schedule you need to allocate like a stream just for like different fashion wear that you have, Patrick. Maybe like model some glasses, some coats, because clearly like that's the main attraction.
I recently bought some. Oh, I have another pair of glasses you haven't seen, Christian. Wait a second. Just before starting that game, this one. Every game looks like 8-bit with these glasses.
You're like a in life emoji. It's amazing.
Yes, it's a nice tracking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think on my Instagram account, which is I have to check out because I did a very cool photo on it with that glasses on. I have to check out if it's worth checking out my Instagram channel. No, it's not. I haven't posted it, but I will. This is a really cool photo. My Instagram account is RoboCoonTV. Everything together. I will post that, and I try to post that into my Instagram account. This is a really nice picture of me wearing these glasses, and everything is very dark, and just the glasses are bringing the light, and I like that. So I only have what is that single target? It's a melee melee. So what is this? Your next weapon? Okay.
So you might want to use your servo skull to get some more cognition points if you're able. So you can sort of like use that to capture them off the kind of like pillars off the map.
Yeah. So I can use this one now?
Yeah. So if you select that, so then you can head towards where it's highlighted orange on the pillar. And if you press there, you'll be able to sort of like harvest an extra cognition point.
This is very helpful because I didn't realize that. Oh, I thought this is only for scanning your enemies.
Yeah, so it's like you have to kind of balance what you want to do, whether you want to find out like what damage they're going to be resistant to, or be able to sort of like get those cognition points. So it's like a tough choice.
Yeah, that's right. So what do you think? For me personally, I would end my turn now.
Yeah, I think so. I think you've got to wait for them to get a bit closer before you sort of like get in close and personal.
Yeah. Okay, because I have nothing. No, I have nothing to do. I have some. There are some extra canticles, but I don't need them at the moment. I can carry 3 of them.
Yeah, so these are almost like, I suppose, like prayers to the kind of like machine god, and as you say, they can give you sort of like some really handy buffs if you're in like a tight spot, or give you some cognition points, or do more damage. So yeah, very useful. But you've also got on your tech priests, I can see you've got like an ability for like next turn where you can reduce the cost of some of your weapons of like points. So you might be able to use that.
Yeah. Okay. So now I can I can bring in this guy here because he's very fast.
Yeah, the Skitari.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And
in the lore, it's like it's really it's really bad. Like these troops are kind of like slowly dying from radiation poisoning from all their kind of like modifications and such. So they're sort of like very temporary on this earth.
Okay. Okay. Yes. And then, oh no, there is another one. Now I can.
Oh, nice.
I can move back a bit. So now he is gone for now, but they can reanimate them.
Yeah, so part of like the Necron lore is they sort of like can reconstruct themselves. So you have like a timer. As you can see, like the top is like 3 turns till it sort of like comes back. So you have to kind of like finish it off almost. But as the awakening like meter goes up in the top left, like that turn count will reduce. So you can often find that if you don't finish them off straight away, like they're just popping up constantly. So you just have to kind of like be really careful about being able to put in like the killing shots.
Yeah, so I killed him. I could also move towards him and gain a cognition point also, I think. But this is too risky for the moment. No, I will keep him here. I have a special ability that he will get back 1 health point every turn.
Yeah.
And stop him. So I was never really into turn-based strategy games. There was only one turn-based strategy game I played. It was Crystal Warriors on the Game Gear.
Oh, that's a blast from the past.
That's right, but this game was awesome. I finished it without losing any party member. I was really addicted to that game, and but I don't know why I did not continue playing playing these sort of games, you know.
Did you play Banner Saga at all?
No, I know that it exists, but
yeah. No, it's the same sort of like thing. It's like, you know, turn-based, and then you have like an overworld where you're having to make like difficult narrative choices. But I think for me, I love them, but also I always do so badly, lose all my party members, and it's hard not to kind of like have quite a big hit to your morale after you've lost like your favorite character.
Yeah, I can understand that. I found my love back for these games when I started working here at Calypso, and I played Immortal Realms.
Yeah, that's a good game.
And I really like that. I spent a lot of hours.
Yeah, because you were telling me, I think on a call a while back, that you sort of like enjoy playing that like outside of work as well. It's like your kind of go-to game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to the end of that game, but that mission I am is really hard.
Yeah.
So I'll move him in this position. No, maybe putting him here as some sort of cannon fodder. Yeah,
I mean that's what those sort of like servitors are used for, is kind of like just a big screen to kind of like protect your other troops.
Yeah. I have to check out our Facebook pages, because I have to write answers to the people that are writing into the Facebook chat. And yeah, at the moment the stream also runs on your Warhammer shop site on Steam. I can see it.
Yeah.
Very nice. So thanks to the Casido Patrick, I contacted him, and we could manage that.
Yeah, we have to be careful amongst Calypso and Casido because of the two Patricks. We just have to clarify it with the company name beforehand.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had some for the people out there. We had some internal meetings, presentations, and I was hosting them. And when Casido had their stuff going on, it was very difficult to communicate. So hey Patrick, yeah, what
Yeah.
Patrick,
Yeah.
Oh no, Casido Patrick, no, Calypso Patrick. Shut up Calypso Patrick. Yeah. Yeah, that's really strange if there is someone with your name.
I don't know. Is there a Christian at Calypso? I think I've seen an email address, but I'm not sure.
Yes. I think two.
Oh.
I think yes. One of them, but one of them we're calling Christian, and the other one is Chris. So there is no problem.
I'll be Christian with a K, so I'm sure that won't be confusing.
Yeah, but I think Christian and Patrick, they're not the most seldom names, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very hard to oh no. It's very hard to play and talk.
Yeah.
Swish.
Yeah, I was doing a stream for one of our other games, like as part of the Steam Games Festival, and it's definitely like a learned talent to be able to like narrate like what you're doing and what you're thinking whilst playing.
I think I have more. I'm doing a lot of Let's Plays for my YouTube channel
Yeah.
and stuff, and I was in front of cameras. Well, for years now, I worked for German television studios and production studios, and had some small roles. So I'm not afraid of talking into that black
Yeah.
hole. But I think for me, it's very hard talking English and play a game. I think next week when I can talk in my mother language, it will be a different thing, you know.
I guess because it's just like another thought process of like having to translate as well as think as well as play. Yeah.
Yes, because I have to translate everything in my head. So okay, now and that word and what I have to do here, and it is not to underestimate that.
So what you're saying is this is all just excuses if you fail the mission, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's definitely what I wanna say. Oh, I was yelling about that game at the beginning. These Necrons, they are so strong, so tough.
Yeah. Yeah, the first like couple of missions you really have to kind of like be really cautious, and it takes a while to kind of like learn the kind of the style that you have to like adopt to try and to do it, because it's trying to convey that kind of like, you know, tense situation, and it is really difficult. So it's definitely got kind of like a challenge to it.
Yes, but this is not a bad thing.
No.
Yes, this is not a bad thing, because we also had situations with Immortal Realms where players wrote us, well, this mission is too hard. Yeah, we only have one difficulty.
Yeah.
But I also played that game, and yes, it is not. Some missions are not first try.
Yeah.
But do you want to have a first try mission or a first try game, or yeah, will you have some challenge? And in the end, it is very much rewarding. And I can yelling at my screen, but that doesn't mean that I don't like it. That means that I'm inside of it.
Yeah.
I want to do something. It's important for me getting much further in that whole story mission.
For sure, and I think like, you know, in Mechanicus, when you start being able to, you know, blast away the Necrons, win missions, start getting like stronger troops, it makes it like more impactful.
Yeah,
you know, more excited about that.
The first mission I've won, that was awesome. It was just like that feeling when Luke Skywalker got his green lightsaber. It was pretty much comparable.
Well, I'm glad that the game had that much of an impact. I mean, that's a big comparison.
That was. I have a really good spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Sorry for not putting a spoiler alert in there. Yes, Luke Skywalker gets a green lightsaber. I have a really strong relationship to my older daughter, and she's awesome, very funny, and she is a huge Star Wars fan. I told you, I think, and yeah, and she wanted to know a few things about when when she was born, and she wanted to know what was happening there, what the day, what I felt, and all that stuff. And I told her everything, and it's so great that she's here and all that stuff. And then she asked me, "Oh, Dad, what was the best moment in your life?" And I said, "The moment when Luke Skywalker got his green lightsaber." But I can do jokes like that with her. It's not a problem. She was laughing. That was great. So normally, if I had another cognition point, no, definitely not, because I only have a melee weapon that needs 3 cognition points to.
On your canticles, do you have one that can give you some extra cognition points?
Oh yes, you are right.
Nice.
And now I can move to this spot. Bam. Get his cognition point. And I can also... Yes, I will wait. Oh. Can I hit both of them with this?
Yeah, like Art Scourge kind of has like an area of effect.
Oh, that is amazing. Oh,
look at that. Destroyed one, lots of cognition points. It's good.
Oh, that's so good. Sometimes it's really helpful if you have someone at your side that can help you learning.
Don't speak too soon, because I don't know how good my advice is. We'll see.
No, I think I know more than basics how to play it, but I don't know how to describe it. But there was another stream I played Port Royal for, and there was Daniel Dumont, the mastermind of gaming minds. Yeah. And he was with me, just like you now, and he told me he taught me how to play this game, and that was a special experience playing this game. It was much different than trying to get in touch with it by yourself and maybe failing, and then so I can now get rid of this guy forever. Good night forever.
I think you just... Is it just one more enemy? Yeah.
One. Yeah. Man, I think this is the best fight I've ever done in that game so far.
I'm going to take credit for that.
Yeah, definitely. You will take... yeah, that's pretty cool. I have to check out some other stream stuff. Everything is running because it's very is we streaming via so many platforms. We have 2 YouTube channel on Twitch, Facebook, Steam now. I think usually streamers only pick Twitch and YouTube. Or only Twitch. And to make this run everywhere, this is sometimes a little bit not complicated.
Spinning lots of plates.
Yes, you're always watching. Is everything running well? I have it here on my smartphone running, and yeah.
It's very, very in keeping with like the game. You know, you're a tech priest in your own right of streaming.
That's that's definitely right. Yeah, the tech priest of Calypso streaming. So, okay, let's bring him into this position, maybe. Oh, I can hit him with.
Yeah, you got to send in your sort of like basic troops.
That is good idea. Doesn't matter how much, but it worked. I hope so.
Yeah. I think like one of my favorite things about this game, and obviously like I'm biased, of course, but like I love the soundtrack. Like the guy who created it, Guillaume David, who works with Bulwark Studios. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Like I love the pipe organ. I love the kind of like dark feeling of it. It's really cool. Really
Yeah.
cool.
And it also has this religious vibe in it.
Yeah. Which is sort of like really suits their kind of like weird worship of machines and the Omnissiah, and yeah, it's really thematic.
In Bulwark, there are the developers of this nice game.
Yeah, so Bulwark, they're based in France.
Okay.
Small team, but really, really passionate. They work really, really hard, and Guillaume's their sort of like composer who's a part of their team.
Oh, okay, he's really he's not he was not hired. He is really a part of that. You mean?
He was hired, but I think they're all really good friends. So I think
Okay.
it's like he's a kind of like pretty much a member of the studio team. Yeah, for sure.
So maybe there are sometimes there are these multi talents that can do some sort of programming or designing and also composing some.
Yeah.
I know at least two of guys like this. They have some like 2 jobs because of their abilities.
Yeah, I think that's like very common in the games industry. I think it's pretty rare that you ever do like one solid thing. I think you are often like, even in my job, like you're doing production, like communications, like writing, all sorts. Especially in like sort of like smaller indie studios, I think you have to be able to like turn yourself to all sorts of things, which is cool because it means that no day is ever the same. It's very varied.
Yeah, that's right. It's the same with me. I'm hosting stuff. I'm hosting the streams. I'm doing some technical things. I'm also creating some content for Calypso Live, recording VODs, and for last week we had some sort of a special where I could ask the developers of Disciples Liberation. So we sent some questions to them, and I asked these questions, and they sent me back their answers, and we made a video that looked like we had some sort of a live conversation, but obviously it was not a live conversation. So but it's really fun, yes, recording stuff like that, and yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Captures target. Oh, to go to back to the chat. It's Capellan Leon. How are you? Nice to see you here. It's really good. I should complete it finally after this stream. Oh, you're also playing Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. That's nice to hear. I will definitely start it. Maybe I will continue playing that game, maybe for some sort of Let's Plays, VODs or so, for Calypso Live on the Xbox. But in my free time, I will start playing it on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this chamber contains a grand figurette of the kind that might be found on ocean-going ships, but it depicts a stylized Necron warrior. It must be a relic of Lord Agrolek, Admiral of the Necron fleets.
So that's like one of the sort of like boss figures within the game. So you have a chance to, I don't know, kind of get like your own back, perhaps on his statue or not, depending on what you choose.
And these Necrons, I tried to read a little bit about that. They're not very common in other games, or they're not appearing that often.
No, they're sort of quite like unique and secretive race, and they've definitely come back into like the popular eye in recent years with sort of like linked to the model releases that Games Workshop do.
Mhm.
And within the lore, they're kind of, you know, just waking up from their tomb world, sort of like discovering the galaxy as they find it after their kind of like long hibernation. So they're definitely like one of the more mysterious factions within the lore. Yeah.
And are they um, alive in an organic way, or are they also some sort of hybrid? Or
Their stories, like, yeah, it's I think one of the best stories within like the Warhammer world. So like tens of thousands of years ago, they were like a biological race,
okay,
and they were kind of tricked into worshipping this sort of pantheon of gods. And at some point, you know, they wanted to have like eternal life. So the gods that they had started worshipping sort of like granted them that, but obviously it came with the, you know, the twist that they wouldn't be alive anymore. They'd be confined to these robotic bodies, and they'd be in sort of like in eternal service to these gods. When the Necrons sort of like went through this process, they kind of like obviously weren't happy about that. Mm-hmm. So sort of like had a revolution, rose up against their own gods, sort of enslaved them into their own weapons, and then once they'd sort of like rid the galaxy of kind of like that menace, they went to sleep, say into their tomb worlds, and now they're waking up as they're sort of like discovering that life has once again like returned to the galaxy. So yeah, a pretty twisted sort of like origin story.
hey, you could do some amazing movies out of that, and also with a different genres. So
Yeah.
Some movies could be like the traditional Alien movies in that direction, maybe like
kind of like tomb world thing, you know, in the Alien movies they're always going down into these like really strange like complexes, like in the Prometheus films.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. Where we discover something unknown and then it awakens, and yeah, but you can also do something like a Starship Troopers stuff.
Yeah, I'd definitely go watch that. So yeah, maybe if you want to pitch that idea to the studios, Patrick, you should.
I think they have a lot of pitches on their shelves. But maybe to Netflix, maybe they are interested in. Okay, avoid. Give the chamber a wide berth. Its grandeur is not to be trusted. Advance. Pass through the chamber. It is on a direct route to the cohort's objective, and time is critical, and you'll take the time to destroy the figurehead. I think the first one, we have one of our bosses who is talking more like a machine than like a human. Yeah. He loves to more like I should check these objectives, and best is on destroy
decisions.
Take the time to destroy. Yes, I will destroy them. This is disgusting stuff. No one wants to have this in his living room. Annihilate. No.
You took the moral win there. Like you've got the sort of like respect from doing it. Ignore that there's going to be more enemies now.
I think I'm a little bit cursed. No, that's I believe that's true, because every time I have, this time I had 3 choices. Every time I have a 50-50 choice, doesn't matter what I pick. It's always negative, always. Because they were also in war with Eldars and the old Onesi.
That is true. Yeah, it's not only like because of their gods, but because of sort of like the ongoing wars that they were in as well. It's like lots of different factors. But that's what I mean. There's so much lore. There's so much to get lost in.
There are also a lot of books out there. Did you Did you read some of them?
There are tons of books. I'm currently reading like a few of them, like the Horus Heresy books, which
Mm.
are kind of like the, I suppose, prequel leading up to where the current like time that the world is set. But I think there are like 55 books in that series, so I'm just listening to them as like audiobooks as I'm like going for walks or doing my cooking, because otherwise, yeah, it would take a long time.
Yeah, yeah, that's
And that's only
right.
one series. You know, there are plenty of other series as well. So it is, when they call it like the Black Library, it definitely is like a library.
Oh, come on. For the moment, I will stuck to the video games. I think. Hold my 5. Horus Heresy is my favorite line of Warhammer 40k. Yeah, I have a friend and he's also very into that. And once he told me a little bit about a little bit of the basics and what's behind that.
Yeah, I mean, it's again like it's a huge story, but you know, in the in the Warhammer 40k universe, there are lots of different factions, and I suppose humanity. Like, yes, it includes the Adeptus Mechanicus, but it's mainly like the Imperium, and the Imperium is led by like the God Emperor, who's kind of like this sort of decaying figure, like attached up to like a huge machine, sort of keeping him alive.
Mm-hmm.
But it's sort of like 10,000 years before that, he was very much alive, and he was kind of leading his legions across space, reclaiming like the lost different branches of humanity, sort of like pulling them all together. And he had sort of like 20 superhuman, almost sons, each one sort of like taking a different aspect of his sort of like personality. And these sort of like Primarchs, as they're called, they were the kind of like leaders of the original Space Marine legions. So I'm sure you've heard of Space Marines, which are like one of the main factions in Warhammer. But at some point during that sort of crusade, there was like a great betrayal by one of the Primarchs, one of his sons, Horus, hence the name Horus Heresy. And so those Primarchs sort of split into two different warring factions and sort of like tore the Imperium asunder. And that was kind of like the lead up to why, you know, the Imperium is in such a bad state at the moment, because they've constantly been recovering from that, and there's, you know, chaos has sort of like arisen from that conflict.
Amazing. I was just imagining sitting there at my first date, and there's Space Marines, you know, and that God Emperor, and
there are so many memes on the internet
yeah.
where it's like exactly that. There's like a guy on a date with a girl, and he's like, right, so there's the Emperor, and then he has some sons, and then what happened with the sons is there's a guy called Horus, and then there's a betrayal, and then there's the Imperium, and then it just goes on and on and on and on.
I think for us guys, this is important stuff, and we are listening, and we can talk all night long about those laws.
Yeah.
If I would.
There's other jokes as well, like when, you know, you look at the lore of like, say, like Star Wars or like Halo. You know, you go on the Wikipedia and you're scrolling, and like the bar moves quite quickly down the page.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you go into Warhammer lore, you read like the first 5 pages, you look at how far the scroll bar has gone down, and it's not even moved.
I will buy a book and read it when my wife is next to me and say, yes, now now it was, our life is now set in 2 parts. It is before Warhammer 40k and after getting into that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's so amazing. I don't know how often I talk to friends about stuff like that, and it was so cool. And if my wife was there, oh, she would only sit there. And
yeah, it's a slippery slope falling into that world and getting caught up in all the knowledge.
yeah, but why is That's so. Why are we falling so deeply? I know there are a lot of also women falling into a lot of these laws and so, but we have to be honest. I never had conversations like that with with many with many women. You know?
Yeah, I think it's difficult. I think like it's just such an interesting and unique world, and I think it just has like an appeal for like all sorts of people. And for me, like it was just I don't know. Like I think it's just like the kind of scope of the world. Like
Hmm.
it's got so much possibility to it. It's so wide. Um, and I think it's had so many years of like writing being put into it, and factions and stories. You know, starting from the tabletop game, after sort of like years, you know, almost like 30, 40 years of like development. That's a lot of content.
Hmm.
So it's like you just want to find out like the hidden stories behind everything and the secrets as to why things exist as they do, and it's just like an endless opportunity for cool stories.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But it's a very thin path. Every new Warhammer media has to travel, not to uh, yes, annoy the fans. I think there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, no, I think that's very very true. I think that there's so many, like as you say, there are so many stories and there's so many factions, and obviously there's like a really really passionate fan base that you just want to make sure that it keeps in keeping with that. I suppose that's why it was really good for this game, Mechanicus, that we got the Black Library author involved with it, so he had all that knowledge to be able to like bring to the table when telling that story.
Mm.
But also, I think because the universe in it is so large and there are so many like undiscovered realms of space within it, it gives the opportunity to be able to tell like unique stories, because you can just say, oh, it's set in this part of space where nobody knows what's going on. So it kind of gives you a bit of creative license to do that.
And and they will do that. They are discovering other galaxies in
Yeah.
that series.
So this game is set in what's called like the Eastern Fringe, which is
Okay.
kind of like a very undiscovered, unexplored region of space that
Hmm.
they've traveled to. So it's an area that the Imperium, humanity, don't know like a lot about at all. So yeah, sort of like quite an unexplored region.
Because this is something I miss, for example, in Star Wars. They have their galaxy, and there is not much of exploring. When you want to find some exploring thing, then you have to read something about the Sith Wars,
Yeah,
where that existing for us existing galaxy was not fully explored, or there was some books after far after episode 6 where this, which is not longer a canon, it's legends now,
yeah,
where this alien race attacked the galaxy, where some of the famous characters died. One of the Han and Leia children and another very iconic person died in this war. Yeah, but in the canon at the moment there is nothing like that.
yeah. I think that's why I enjoyed like Knights of the Old Republic. Those old sort of like role playing games so much, because they were set in like a different period. Like they told you a lot of history about the Jedi and stuff, and it was
Mm.
like a lot more sort of rich and deep, I suppose. And you know, I suppose that's what's cool about like the Mandalorian, is it's kind of like building up that kind of universe around the films. But yeah, I think Warhammer definitely provides like a huge range of content in comparison.
Yeah, for sure. I think the more I got deeper into the Star Wars lore, the less I like the Jedi,
Yeah, yeah,
because for so many people or children, the Jedis are the heroes. They are the good guys. But when you realize what they did, that they just travel to a planet and get the children of them because they said they are strong in the Force. I don't know if that is a good way. It feels like the Rome did it with when they conquered some in our history, when Rome conquered another country, and they took their children to raise them up and make them to their soldiers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what makes, obviously not so much in real life, but that's what makes such good stories. Is I think it's very easy to kind of just like who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, but when it's a lot more grey and there's so much more like depth to the characters, that's what makes sort of like a more engaging story.
Yeah, that's right.
I think someone in the chat is asking where is the Disciples gameplay, but that's not today.
That's not today, and that's what I wanted to do. So I just got into this mode because we released that Disciples Liberation trailer last week, and it was an announcement trailer, and there were a couple of bad critics about that. I can understand that a CGI trailer cannot give you cannot build something for you, how the game works or how the game looks, but it is an announcement trailer. It is just a teaser of what's coming, and we're working on it, and be a little bit patient, and then you will see some gameplay. Me personally, I'm really looking forward to it. I really want to play it. I saw a lot of gameplay, and for me personally, definitely that's nice. There is a cool guy working on it, Jordan Tibous. He's a very important person in that process of developing Disciples, and he worked as a creative director on games like Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Odyssey. So
it's a good talent.
it's a good talent. Yeah. And so because there were a lot of bad comments, but we have to live with that, and that is not a problem. I think every developer has to live with that. I think Ubisoft did it. They had this awesome CGI trailer from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And then they had a gameplay reveal trailer, but it also looked cinematic and not like gameplay, and that caused a lot of bad critics. I can understand that, but what we showed, it was just a teaser. There is something coming, and as soon as I'm allowed to show you some gameplay, I will do that. So that was just from me.
And you want to, with those sorts of trailers, it's like world setting as well. You want to sort of like set the premise of the game first, to then reveal all the great details. And I think one thing that Calypso definitely does is it provides like all that information. So yeah, definitely something to look out for.
Yes, I can understand, because I'm also a gamer, and when there is a publisher shows up a CGI trailer, I say, yeah, okay, but I don't know. Now I know that they are working on something. But this trailer is meant for that.
Yeah.
Hey, there is something. Maybe put it onto your list for this year. Checking out our channels. Maybe you like the trailer. Me personally, I must say, I really like the tone. I like the style of the trailer. This all that people that were behind that trailer did an amazing job. But for sure, this is not gameplay. So who is next? I think. he is next. Oh, these guys are pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I can't stand them because they give you sort of like further damage, like with acid, like after they've attacked. So it's like not only their like first attack, but also that kind of like condition afterwards.
I hate poison in games.
Yeah, me too. I was playing like Red Dead the other day, and obviously like with poisoning in that game, you have to like actually either go to the doctors or like find a cure, which makes it even like worse because you can't get rid of it.
Here, when I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'm the guy who is poison the others.
Yeah, living out like your revenge.
Yeah, that's a little bit of my revenge. That's right. Can I? No, I cannot shoot over my party. That was not ideal. I will hide him. Stay a little bit more patient and
yeah, try and preserve your techniques. Oh, and there it is.
Yeah. Oh, and the other guys are coming. Oh, come on.
Oh no. But now you've got a really good firing corridor. You're in cover and you've got like a good view over the bridge.
Yeah. Get this guy here. And now finish him off. What I like on this turn-based strategy games is they are not as... You can relax a little bit more. If I had a hard day and then coming home... and well, shall I play this heavy zombie action game? Oh no. But with this sort of games, you can relax on the couch.
Yeah, mindfulness in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So there is also if he wants to pass me, there is an opportunity that I can hit him while he's passing me.
Yeah, like a reaction attack.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I'm not sure if No, I will keep him there. Maybe it's a bad decision, but oh no, I can attack with this guy. I should have looked above.
I think he's not long for this world with that acid, but maybe you can get one more hit in.
Yeah. Dang, he's very tough guy.
Yeah, he's one of the tougher ones.
Okay, that's it.
And creepy how insect-like it is.
Yeah. Insects are not funny. Well, in Global Move there's threat timer.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a point.
Just trying to get your relaxation is probably Warhammer's not like the best universe to have that.
Oh, he's still alive! Oh, come on! Now,
So, because he's got that sort of like 2 physical armor, you want to kind of try and use your like energy weapons if you can.
Yes. Oh, only one hit.
So
oh no!
close.
Oh no! That was such a stupid decision to move. Come on. So now
I believe you've got your you've got that sort of like claw that can heal you on that character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just selected it. No, but I don't have the cognition points. I have to use that one. Oh, that's good. I'm learning.
Yeah, you can bring this back.
Yeah, I'm learning. Oh, the more I'm playing it, the more I enjoy it. Okay, but he's poisoned. And now, can I hit him from here? Nope. Step one closer.
So yeah, there you go. That's it.
Oh.
What a battle.
Yes, and
He's down.
four left.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, let's use this one on that.
And on that guy as well, you've got that ability where you can reduce the cost of kind of like your cognition points as well.
Yes. Okay. My samurai is gone.
Oh, sacrifice for the greater good.
No.
There's a lot of guys.
Oh, come on. He cannot. He cannot. Cannot firing at me. But he will gain 1 health point back.
Maybe take him over right close to the pillar behind you with the 2 cognition points so you can collect them.
Yes, but yes, I should do that. Yeah, I should do that. I wanted to shoot at them and hopefully have enough points to move.
Get back. Yeah.
No,
you can first with the pistol that doesn't cost any points, maybe.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll give him 1 shot. Oh, let's try. Machine Spirit. Oh, that was much.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah, that was smart, I think. And then I can hide here. Oh my god.
Healing canticles.
Sorry? What?
Do you have any healing canticles?
Yes, I do have. In 10-5. If I would play that at home, this would be the best moment to fetch myself a coffee or so.
Yeah.
leave the gamepad there, and but it's pressure time. I don't think I can hit him from right here. Nope.
You could make him mad. Oh, I don't know if you've got enough points. You could, if you use the cognition point skill to like lower the cost of the arc scourge, run in, use that, and then run back out. Risky.
Oh, that's very risky. No, I've lost too many battles. I do not feel that professional to do that. Do I need... No, I don't need to... There's no need to heal him. Oh, what is this one? Unit gain +2 damage. Oh. I should use that next time.
Yeah, it's good to be able to have like all those items to kind of like give you just like that slight edge. And I think you can... there's a lot of options to choose from with that, from sort of like additional damage outputs to like extra shields. It's useful.
Yes, you have to learn that, and then later on you have to implement that into your strategy. But at the moment, I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah, yes.
So, no, I will do this. Give him that.
This is like the last confrontation on the bridge. It feels very sort of movie worthy.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like 300 or...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's 2 cognition point I would get. If... Oh no, oh, definitely not. This is not... Why do I have 2 of these?
So they're sort of like extra. The mechadendrites are kind of like extra melee attacks.
Uh-huh.
So if you're up close and personal, you can use them to do sort of like extra physical damage.
Okay.
Like Dr. Octopus from like Spider-Man.
I will... No, I would go this way. Oh no, I get that cognition point for now. If I had 3 of these priests,
You'd be laughing.
yeah,
Because eventually you get 6, and then you've got almost like a mini army ready to go.
yeah, that would be helpful.
Right about now.
Right about now, yeah.
You're like, Christian, that doesn't help me right now. I don't need to know that.
Yes, okay, I will use this. I try it. And then use that one. You are gone, my friend. I cannot risk it. No, I have to wait. There's too many of them.
It is better to be cautious in these situations.
Yeah. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I got extra point. They remind me a little bit of these Terminator exoskeletons.
Yeah, they've definitely got a vibe about that.
Yeah. It seems like real trouble now, yeah, definitely.
Have faith.
I will heal. Bam. And then oh, come on. How tough is this guy?
It's with that energy barrier, so your energy weapon's not doing so well.
So now let's get a little bit risky and use that one. Yes!
And you can still get back into cover. That's lucky.
No. Okay. Can live with that. So. Okay, what else can we do? Mary's got still 7 health points. That is good. I cannot move to get cognition points. Now his round is over, I think. Okay,
What are you thinking?
Oh, I think I will. No target available. Have to get out of my hideout. So now the point is, shall I kill this guy? Is it possible?
I mean, he reanimates in one turn, so if you're able to move across one square, maybe, or yeah, if you're able to shoot him, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, only 2.
But if you see that the icon, which is like the gun and the gear.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yes, that is really good. So I can go there using this one. Nice. Really good. And I...
Fighting your way through, you're almost there.
Oh my god. You're firing this green shit on me. From Independence Day. Okay, everything is... Yes, man!
Only 2 left.
Oh, I need some brown water. Oh, the time is flying. Only half an hour left to strike these guys down.
I was like, if you can come out with a win out of this scenario, I think you've done pretty well.
Okay, now let's check out what do I have left. Okay, I can restore 10 health points if I need. I could attack him with the melee weapon. Is that wise? Okay, let's try it out. Yes.
Oh, 1 left. So if you use one of the like those mechadendrites, like those symbols on the far right, to do 1 damage, you should be able to finish that guy off.
Yes, you are so right.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Breathe a sigh of relief.
No, I will hide now. Yes, I can get it. Thought it was the wrong. Now can I use this one? Single target melee. So I can use a cognition point to get to there and use that. Oh, 7 damage.
And that's it. Oh no, you have to destroy something on the map as well. Okay, well at least the enemies are all gone. That's the main thing.
Haha!
Victory. Well, that is a victory.
Oh!
It looked dicey.
Oh my god, that was... That's Yeah, this is rewarding. That feels really, really good.
Yeah. I think that's probably, that's, I suppose, what we were talking about earlier, that kind of like difficulty, but when you actually manage it, it's all the
Yeah,
more rewarding.
yeah. Applauses for the chat. Thanks a lot. Oh, that's cool. Suspect activity detected. No! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
The Necron Immortal as well is like a really hard enemy. So I'd try and run across that map to that scan bit as fast as you can.
Yes. There was there was, I think it was the first mission where this big boss appeared and you had to manage through this almost labyrinth, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You couldn't stand a chance against him, so I put these cannon fodder guys towards him and walked around. Oh, that was really, oops. That was really awesome. Oh, at Gaming TV. Hey, how are you? Next week at Gaming TV there is a German stream. Next Wednesday, Space Base, Startopia.
Yeah, I remember that first mission exactly the same. I was just putting all my troops in to use as cannon fodder just to get my guys to escape. I was just like, no, place them everywhere so he just can't move.
Oh, come on. Run.
Maybe send out your servo skills, get some more cognition as well.
Yeah, yeah. You are fine at Gaming TV. That's nice. I'm. Yes, it's okay. It's okay, but I can deal with it. Some private stuff happened last week. We lost a family member, so yeah, things are going. Okay. Yeah.
Getting very surrounded now.
Mm. I have to get to this spot, but I can't. Okay.
Oh, you one square off. Oh no.
Yeah, it's only one square. Oh no, cannot get another cognition point. Oh, thanks at Gaming TV. Yeah, it was expected. It was an older person, but it's very. Nonetheless, it's very tragic. Losing a family member is not very cool. And on Friday is the funeral. But I'm enjoying, trying to enjoy the time, and I talk to my kids a lot about that situation. That is also very important. What? Kill all? No, I don't have to. What? Do I have to kill them all?
Oh, dear.
No, I got everything. Now beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god. Let's find a hideout. Let them come. Doesn't make sense to go into an open fight. The problem is... there's no chance to get...
Cognition, unless with the skulls, yeah.
Who designed this mission? I want to have a serious... chat with them.
Yeah, I'll let Bulwark know.
Okay. What can we do? Is there a possibility to... Oh yes! Has a long range.
Mm.
Okay. So come on, guys. No, I cannot. What is... Okay, reveal stats. Okay, why not? When am I able to get a third tech priest?
So you'll get extra tech priests through like mission rewards. Mm-hmm. So how many missions do you think you've done so far?
How many I finished?
Yeah, roughly.
I think 2. Only two.
I think there might be a couple more, but they pace them out quite well. So as the missions get harder, you'll get rewarded with tech priests. But you should get your third quite soon. Yeah.
I think 2 or 3. I want 2 or 3 only. I definitely have to restart that game. The first time is to learn how everything works, and you're doing a lot of mistakes in the beginning, but that's okay. But that's okay.
Yeah, I think obviously it's got like a lot of mechanics, so it does take time to sort of learn them all and learn the best combinations of weapons and skills.
But that is really good. What you get for the money is a lot of content, a lot of time you can spend, you can learn, you can invest. And
yeah. I think also because of like the Necron Awakening meter, like constantly building up throughout your playthrough, it means that you'll never get to experience like all the missions in one playthrough, because as you're choosing, like you'll get to probably do about sort of like 32 missions maybe, and I think there are about 46 in the game, like in the base game. So you'll have to do sort of like multiple playthroughs if you want to sort of experience each of your kind of like options there.
But that's really good. And I've read a lot of critics about these games, and they were all very positive.
Yeah, no, it's been really nice seeing like the reaction to it, both from like critics and also like the community. I think the community that sort of like has risen up around like Mechanicus is a really great one to be a part of.
Yeah, that's great, especially in that universe.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's why it was so nice working on a project like that, is that it already had that kind of like huge fan base to kind of like interact with. And Leon saying, and don't forget that you can customize your Mechanicus and get new weapons from side missions. So you'll see, like obviously the 2 tech priests that you've got have got like different skills, and there's different tech trees that you can work your way through that will give you like different pieces of armor, different skills, different weapons.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun because they change their look when you customize them or
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you put in. Um, okay, oh, this is a hell of a situation.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god, I think not often time passed by so fast as in this stream.
I hope that's a good thing.
Yes, definitely. Okay, no, there is nothing to do at the moment. The same, this is in cooldown mode.
You beat those 4 previously, so it's only 4 again. You'll be fine.
One step closer. We can also steal health points from them by using that, and that's what I'm doing all the time now. Just weaken them a little bit.
I think you can maybe. Have you got enough movement to run out, fire a shot, and go back in?
Maybe.
Just with the pistol, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use that one. Yeah. Anything else to do? No, 10, 10, 10. We didn't talk as much about Star Wars as we expected, I think.
Yeah, I think for people watching, we would definitely, like, when we were planning the stream or preparing for the stream, we talked about it a lot, and I was thinking, like, maybe that conversation will just continue into the we can talk about it for hours.
It doesn't matter which game we are streaming here. It always leads into a Star Wars conversation.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think there's been any like recent news about releases or anything.
They had this event where they showed which stories they will give to us. There is this Bad Batch series,
Yeah.
which is some sort of a Clone Wars spin-off.
Looking forward to the Kenobi series the most, I think.
No, not really.
No.
I love Ewan McGregor, and he was by far the best thing in the prequel trilogy. But what can they tell me? It's the same with the Han Solo movie. I know that he has his biggest adventures in the future, and that movie was not bad.
To be on screen and say hello there. That's all I want.
Yes, hello there. That was a good Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
The best meme.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, not the Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm looking forward for the next Mandalorian season for sure, because this is the best thing. And what was? I don't know. I hope that they would announce a Darth Raven series. I'm sure they will bring him back, because
I'd love to watch that. Yeah.
and the Ahsoka Tano series, because there we will see Admiral Thrawn in real life. Yeah, plus, especially when EA lost its exclusive rights on the game series. Um, I must say this whole stuff on that EA Star Wars connection. I'm not sure if you can blame EA completely on how everything went. I believe that it is not very easy to work on a franchise like Star Wars and with a group like Lucasfilm or whatever they're calling. I don't know that you can EA blame for the whole thing, especially Jedi Fallen Order. Did you play that, Christian?
Yeah.
I think that story was amazing. The gameplay was cool. I really enjoyed that game. So they did a good job. But why not using other companies for Star Wars content? We guys, we can only win out of that situation. Do you play what is Star Wars?
I'm not sure what GH would stand for.
Jesus Christ. Please write the whole name. At the moment I don't know which game you mean.
But ED Gaming was asking whether there would ever be a chance in the future that Calypso would do a Star Wars game.
Yeah, speaking of Star Wars, there's a chance future Star Wars game. No, I'm not sure. I was blaming a couple of guys here at Calypso why we not bought Bethesda. That was the chance.
Why didn't you make that happen?
Yeah, that was the chance to buy Bethesda, guys.
The GH was Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Oh, okay, this is this smartphone, the smartphone game. Yes, I started it. No, but I was not a big fan of it. There is a lot of content coming out for this game, so it has a community, and that's very good. But it was not my game, simply. Did you play that? Did you try that, Galaxy of Heroes?
I think I played it right when it initially came out.
Mm-hmm.
But not since then. I think I came across the barrier of having to pay for things to be able to get access to more action points to be able to do more turns or unlock more heroes. So I think I found that a bit of a blocker, maybe.
That's right, yeah. Microsoft just bought Bethesda, yes, but we could have been faster. And then I have to. Huh? Can't I? Oh no. Yes. With the next move.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are so many of them.
And I think he's going to reanimate as well.
Okay. Oh, I hate you guys so much. So much. You're one ugly mother. Okay, I will use this one to steal you 1 point. And I will use this one now, and yes!
Flying off the bridge.
Yeah, that was a kill. Yes. That was also very satisfying.
Yeah.
So now I will use that one. Just... yeah.
Two left.
Eat this. Oh yes, 12.
Yeah, he's one of the more powerful enemies.
Ah, come on. I hate him a little bit more than the others. A little bit.
Yeah, just a fraction.
Stole another point. So it's 10 from 12, so I will... Ah, I could have used this one. Forgot. And now I also heal them, just in case. I'm sure Calypso can handle RTS in Star Wars universe, not worse than Star Wars Empire at War. I don't know. What?
It's nice to have such faith from the community.
Yes, yes, that's really good. But what genre would you love to see for Star Wars game?
What genre?
Which genre? Yeah.
Ooh. I think, like, I'd love to see, like, I really did enjoy like Fallen Order. I'd love to see like another one of them, like just sort of like a bit more sort of like action adventure. I enjoyed like the Knights of the Old Republic games immensely. So to have that kind of like almost like party control, almost like a D&D kind of experience. But then I'd love to see something just like really like strange, you know, like something really unique, like first person shooter almost, maybe. I don't know. But like,
I must say I would love to have they announced not a remake, a remaster, I think, of Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
But I was not so happy with the fighting system. It was like the action-based, dramatical Star Wars music, and the enemies were coming, but you're standing there and okay, now shoot, now slap. That was not my... I know the story is great, but it was not my game, I must say.
Yeah, no, the combat system was very old school in Knights of the Old Republic for sure.
And yes, a Knights of the Old Republic remake in the style of Fallen Order.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool. Oh, I definitely have to save this game now, because we have reached the end of that stream, guys. You will never know how this battle ended. Did I save that? Oh, save. Do you want to override? Okay, saving process, save complete. Yes. I will stop right here. I could go into an overtime, but I have a couple of things to do in my office upstairs, and I'm afraid it would turn out to be too late for me. Christian, thanks a lot
No, thank you.
for assisting me. It was a very, very cool stream. It went so fast. Yeah, I hope you liked it too. Yes.
Yeah, sure. It was fun just to hang out and especially see your glasses.
Yeah, and they're not so disturbing. It depends on which mode you are or which color you have. The blinking is really distracting, but this is... Do not realize. Yeah, I do not realize it. So maybe I will walk to my car with these glasses on. And yes, in the stream. Thank you for the stream, guys. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as I did. And if you haven't checked out Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, you can see here in the translucent special Xbox edition. No, it's just because of the green screen keying. It looks so translucent. I can understand that a lot of people are a little bit overwhelmed by that whole story and will they find their way into that lore. But with this game, I never read a book or only played one other game from Warhammer 40k, and this was absolutely fine story-wise. I didn't feel that I'm in a wrong place, you know. So that's all to say. And for you guys out there, for the German viewers, next week we will have our first German stream, Space-Based Startopia. I hope with another special guest from Realmforge, this time the developers of Space-Based Startopia. Yeah, all I have to say is thank you, Christian. Thank you, guys out there.
Yeah, Patrick.
And until next time, bye.